Hello, and welcome to this walkthrough of SENNA, our predictive analytics solution within Kainam. In this tutorial, we'll guide you step by step through how to create a predictive model, analyze your data, run forecasts, and build and compare scenarios. We start from the Kainam dashboard. From here, simply select SENNA to enter the predictive analytics environment. Once inside, you'll see three main options: design a new flow, modify or run an existing flow, or open an existing dataset. For this tutorial, we'll create a new flow. Click on Design a New Flow. First, choose the type of analysis you want to run. In this case, we'll select time series analysis. Next, you can either use an existing dataset or create a new one. We'll create a new dataset. Click Create Dataset. Select the table you want to work with. Then choose the dataset type, either single line or multi-line. Next, define your target variable. In this example, we'll use sales amount and select how we want to aggregate that variable. Click Save. Now, define your time aggregation level. For example, calendar year and month. You can also apply filters such as a start date or an end date. For this walkthrough, we'll use the full dataset. At this stage, SENNA provides a summary of your data. We can refine it by applying filters. For example, we select country as USA and vehicle class as light trucks and SUVs. Once applied, the queries rerun and update the dataset summary. Click Next. Here, you can rename your dataset if needed. We'll leave it as is. Now SENNA performs advanced statistical checks. First, structural breakpoints. SENNA detects whether the time series behaves as one consistent trend or as multiple regimes with different means. In this case, no breakpoints are detected, meaning the series behaves consistently. Next, outlier detection. SENNA identifies anomalies in your data and allows you to correct them. Then, seasonality and trend analysis. Here you can explore seasonal patterns, long-term trends, and different statistical visualizations. Click Next. Now we move into external features integration. This is where SENNA becomes especially powerful, allowing you to bring in external data sources to enhance your model. In this example, we select FRED, the Federal Reserve Economic Data. SENNA automatically compares thousands of features across time, including moving averages, against your dataset. In total, it evaluates around 13,000 different features to identify the most relevant ones for your model. You can review the top features, for example the top 20, analyze their relationships, and select the ones you want to include. Next, choose which models you want to run. Available options include autoregressive models with external features, SERIMA with external features, and regression models. Now SENNA performs a backtest. This means training the model on historical data and evaluating how accurate it would have been. Once complete, results are presented in multiple ways. First, a comparison table showing accuracy, bias, and spread for each model. Below, a visualization comparing forecasted values versus actual historical data. You can also review detailed metrics, such as confidence intervals and absolute percentage error. You can switch between models, analyze their performance, and select the one that best fits your needs. Click Next. Now we move into forecasting. SENNA retrains the selected model using the full dataset, including the latest data, and generates a forecast. In this example, we see a forecast for the next 6 months, along with the selected external features and projected values. Now we can create scenarios. This allows you to simulate different future conditions by modifying external variables. You can apply a global adjustment, for example increasing values by 10% across the board, or you can manually adjust values by dragging them directly on the chart or editing them numerically. Save the scenario, and SENNA will immediately show how it impacts the forecast. You can create multiple scenarios, such as conservative or aggressive cases, and compare how each one affects future outcomes. Finally, name your flow, and your predictive pipeline is ready. With SENNA, you can transform your data into actionable insights, anticipate future trends, and make smarter, data-driven decisions with confidence. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing what you build with SENNA.